Good Friday morning. The holiday season brings a lot of sweet treats with it. And while you're enjoying all of those Christmas cookies and candy canes, there is one made in Idaho company to thank, Amalgamated Sugar. I went inside the Nampa sugar beet factory to see the longtime company hard at work. From the farm to the factory, Amalgamated Sugar is a busy operation.
We process sugar for 180,000 acres of beets in Idaho, Oregon, and Washington.
The company's history dates back to the early 1900s in the Magic Valley. Since 1942, the Nampa factory has stood tall with its brick buildings welcoming employees. 12,000 tons of sugar beets from 300 growers are processed here every day. So how does it work? First, the beets are washed, then sliced.
So this is a fresh beet.
Next, they go into a diffuser where through osmosis, sugar is pulled from the beets while they're soaking in hot water. That leftover pulp is eventually dried and can be fed to livestock. The water and sugar juice, known as raw juice, is treated with lime and carbon dioxide gas so more non-sugars can be removed.
And you can actually see right here, these are all the non-sugars that we're separating out right here. So this is good, right? And this is bad.
The filtration process continues as the juice travels through evaporators, boils, and thickens into syrup. Crystals begin to form, and then it's time to spin. The molasses separates and the sugar is washed, producing white sugar crystals ready to package. More than 500 employees keep the Nampa factory running.
It is important for us to be a part of this community. Our employees here have worked here. Some of them have worked here over 40 years. We have family members that have their sons and even their grandchildren working at this facility, and we're very proud of that.
Amalgamated Sugar is a co-op, grower-owned. Their factory spreads from I-84 to Cherry Lane, and with the railroad running through the middle, they could transport beets and the sugar by rail or truck. The steam rises high and can be seen miles away. It helps power the factory. And the smell? Well, it's part of the job.
You have to compare it to what you do in your garden, okay? We're going to take this vegetable out of the ground, all right? It's got dirt on it. We're going to wash it, and then we're going to cook it, right? We're going to cook it. So it's the same thing you're doing with your vegetables in your kitchen when you're canning. We're going to cook that vegetable, and that's going to cause a fragrance. It's a heavy agricultural facility, and what comes out of it is it is really a good product.
It was so fun to go see inside there. You know, we're work neighbors, I call them. They're right down the street.
You drive by them all the time, but you never get to look inside.
Yeah, so it was so fun to go in there and see how it all works. Amalgamated Sugar produces sugar for 30 different brands or labels. So while you're out shopping, look for the X on the lot number and you'll know it's Amalgamated Sugar.
Amalgamated
That's
Sugar.
the trick.
And they run almost year-round, 24/7.
We were there visiting during the busy harvest time, right after all those trucks were dumping off the beets.
Yep.
Busy, busy, busy.
Busy place.